Welcome to the African savannah, where in this episode we follow some of nature's most adaptive survivors in search of the dry season's sparse watering holes across this arid landscape. A herd of African elephants, the largest land mammals on the planet. Colossal, lumbering and ponderous, their sheer size seems ill-suited to surviving in some of the most challenging habitats on Earth. Leading the herd are the smaller female elephants, easily distinguishable by their sloped frontal armour and smaller stature, followed closely by the heavier male elephants. Behind them are the baby elephants, who stay closely around their various family members throughout the journey. These relatively newborn elephants still weigh a staggering 15 tons each. These elephants are following in the tracks of another herd, heading towards a nearby watering hole. Adult elephants can consume up to 300 kilograms a day of fresh grass, and so the herd is on a constant move. Nearby, another male elephant appears to have fallen into a dried-up riverbed and is in need of serious assistance. Once on their side, elephants have been known to succumb to starvation as they cannot get up again. This is due to the comical box-like nature of the elephant's body and its incredible weight. Out of nowhere, a pride of hungry T-50s descend on the elephant. This looks like the first meal they've had in days. T-50s are a distant cousin of the African lion and usually only hunt at night, but with food being so scarce, they will happily dig in to a defenseless adult elephant. This time, there looks to be plenty of food, and so there is little to no squabbling. Upon smaller kills, the pride will often fight each other for a portion of the meal. Our herd of elephants seems to have stumbled across this feeding session just in time to scuttle the pride. Hungry and weakened T-50s won't attempt to take on male elephants in broad daylight, and so they scuttle away to a safe distance. They're getting desperate, and so stick closely to the herd. Two of the adult elephants, an adult male and female, attempt to push the weakened individual back onto his feet. The rest of the herd looks on in amusement. At last, with one last back-breaking push, the two adults finally, with their combined might, push over the overturned male. At last, success. He survived with mere cuts and bruises from the traumatic experience. The herd prepared to leave again in search of water and fresh grass, but this time with a new male in their ranks. The herd speeds up incredibly, doubling their pace towards the watering hole, in fear of more attacks from the ever bolder T-50s. The T-50s are getting desperate beyond words and attempt to stalk the herd all the way to the watering hole in search of a meal. One of the adolescent elephants is falling behind. He is exhausted after the short sprint. The T-50s are watching. They move in closer. The elephant is at a standstill. He is completely unable to move. His muscles are burning. The herd is too busy to notice as they are desperate for water. The T-50s then pounce. This weak adolescent elephant won't put up a fight against the entire pride. They pile onto the weak elephant, almost damaging each other as they charge in, the starvation fueling their violence. They finish off the elephant and scramble for a share of the kill. This food won't last them long. The African savannah can be a brutal and violent place to grow up for adolescent elephants. Starvation, dehydration, heat stroke, predators and hunters make the lives for all elephants increasingly hard.